Good evening, welcome to the Lebanon City Council, June 9th, 2026. Mr. Burke, please call the roll.
Mayor Messer.
Here.
Vice Mayor Norris.
Here.
Mr. Sellers. Mrs. Harper.
Here.
Mr. Lamoureux. Mrs. Eggers.
Here.
Mr. Cope.
So motion to excuse Mr. Sellers and Mr. Lamoureux.
And Mr.
Well, I thought he was coming, but we can excuse him also. There he is. Get on up here and say here. Here. So Mr. Lamoureux and Mr. Sellers.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Yeah.
What do you say, Mr. Gold?
Yay.
Yay, okay, very good.
Aye.
Please join me for the invocation. We'll do it.
All right, go ahead, discombobulated.
Bow our heads. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for a great day in Lebanon, Ohio. Thank you for the people that are here. Just watch over us, watch our words, watch our actions, Lord. Thank you for being the fantastic, saving God that you are. In your precious name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So looking at consideration of council work session minutes, May 6th, 2026, do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Please call the roll.
Mr. Cope.
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers.
Yes.
Mrs. Harper.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris.
Yes.
Mayor Messer.
Yes. Then council work session minutes, May 18th, do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Cope.
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers.
Abstain.
Mrs. Harper.
Yes.
Mayor Messer.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris.
Yes.
Then council meeting minutes, May 26th, 2026, do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments, questions? Please call the roll.
Mr. Cope.
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers.
Yes.
Mrs. Harper.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris.
Yes.
Mayor Messer.
I'll abstain. So tonight we have with us the new pastor of Bethany United Church of Christ, Dennis Landau. You are free to address us and however you would like.
Well, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for all the work that you do, council administration, Mr. Mayor. My name is Dennis Landau. My wife Nadine and I moved here a year ago to get closer to grandkids.
Yeah.
From Orville, Ohio, up in Wayne County, where I had the opportunity to serve on the city council there. And so I respect and thank you for the work that you folks do. And I know how important it is to keep our cities moving well. June 1st, just a few days ago, I began as called pastor at Bethany United Church of Christ, State Route 123 out there towards Interstate 71. Bethany Church is on one side and the old Rock Schoolhouse is across the street. They've called me to help guide them through the times ahead and reach out and connect with the community. So it's not about me being here, it's about hopefully I'll get to know more of you folks around town and you'll get to know more about Bethany Church and we can start working together on more community things. So thanks again for all that you do in the time this evening. Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Looking, we have no previous business, new business, ordinance number 2026-055.
Ordinance number 2026-055, approving a tax increment financing term sheet for the Arrow Springs development located near I-71 bypass 48 interchange as recommended by Warren County Port Authority and declaring an emergency.
This ordinance approves the TIF term sheet for the Arrow Springs development, which includes a sports performance facility, hotel, office, commercial, and residential uses. So just to kind of give an overview of a TIF, tax increment financing. So essentially, under the terms of this agreement for a 30-year period, the developer would be making pilot payments, payments in lieu of taxes, to go towards the debt service that he would take on funding public infrastructure for the development of that property. So public infrastructure would be roads, utilities, stormwater. They're proposing a park in there. So the term would be a 30-year term under the TIF. And again, he essentially would be making the pilot payments in lieu of the property taxes. Obviously, the city, through the process, would realize income tax revenue from the jobs created on the development. The TIF requires that the developer and the school district enter into a compensation agreement. And that has not happened yet, so the term sheet kind of sets the parameters where the developer would then negotiate with the school district on a compensation agreement.
Yes, sir. Any comments?
I'll just make a comment that I think it was important, the school agreement is, is critical as we try to, we try to protect as best we can school funding through the property taxes. I know the states, everyone's talking about what's happening in the state, but that's a critical component of it for us. And so I'm glad that's included in it. Would love to see it work out.
Yeah, this is a good project. This TIF funding won't actually cover the total infrastructure spend, so they're going to have to come up with extra money there in their capital stack. But this is a big help in regards to getting that project off the ground. And then with the school being in favor of this with their tentative agreement relative to this term sheet, I think this is an overall win for the community. And hotel has been something that we have been trying to drive for a long time, and this is I think a very good project for the city.
Mayor, if I could?
Yeah.
Just so everybody's abundantly clear on this, the city's not funding these improvements. What's happening is the port's going to issue bonds, okay? The Port Authority will issue bonds. The payments in lieu of taxes will be used in part to pay the financing charges on the bond as well as the principal. So no city money's going out. The city really doesn't have a financial risk in this. The schools, both the Lebanon schools and the Career Center, would have to agree because it's over a certain number of years and over a certain amount of improvements is being exempted. And the exemption is on the improvements. So currently, I believe this property is enjoying a CAUV exemption, not paying a terribly large amount of taxes. The payments in lieu of taxes, the exemption there will be on the land as improved. So it's 100% of the improvements, not 100% of the property. Of course, the property will be worth a lot more once there's stuff on it and public improvements and buildings and so forth. But I wanted to make sure that everybody, this is an incentive, but financially, it's mostly an incentive from the port. The city has to agree to it. And largely, our role is agreeing that what they want to spend the money on is a public improvement, which it is. It's a public improvements, and the statute cover a very wide variety of improvement type things. So this is mostly going to be, like Mr. Bunker pointed out, roads, utilities, etc.
Mayor?
Yeah.
Just for my clarity, because every time we do a TIF, you think I get it by now, but I don't.
No,
So I look it up.
there are a lot of people that do this 24/7 and still don't really understand it. So.
Well, we get a lot of I always call it internet chatter, whatever you want to call it, anytime we do something like this, because the first comment is, oh, businesses are getting out of paying taxes. The county collects the taxes. The city gets a tiny portion of any county tax collected. So I'm just talking out loud and then you can align it. So when we say in lieu of taxes, we're not getting that tax dollar, much of it anyway, some of it. There's a percentage that we get. 70-ish% goes to the schools, which we're working on. The other 30 goes to the county, which comes back to us in a percentage. So we're getting from this, we won't get the money that we would normally get, but we're getting roads and gutters and a nice facility. We're working communally with a developer to make something nice, so.
And as Mr. Buck pointed out, income tax, so.
And then the money that we get, like annexation versus not annexing, we get that income tax, we get the people that are gonna move to Lebanon and, be a part of our community. So is that just in a roundabout way? Because we will hear, I guarantee you, they're giving away land again, and and the people aren't having to pay taxes.
Yeah, land acquisition can be a public improvement. That's not what they're asking for in this case. And I think you understood it better than maybe you thought you did, because the lion's share of the taxes do go to the schools. And if the schools don't agree to this arrangement, it won't go forward. A lot of people.
And the developer of the school, so.
Correct.
Do we know right now, are they going to make the schools whole, or do we even know their starting point?
My understanding is that they're negotiating. I've had some verbal information, but nothing I'd necessarily count on. But I think what gets lost in this a lot of times is the fact that, as I pointed out, right now, this land is covered by an agricultural exemption, so the amount of tax that they pay is.
I think it was $1,500.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we don't do things to, at least participate in incentivizing this, it's probably going to remain, just fallow land. That doesn't help our schools. It doesn't really help the town out, just having lots and lots of fallow land.
But they're providing, whether you like sports or not, they're providing something to Lebanon that we all can enjoy, instead of just a building or something so even if you're like, they're providing something to the community. We've all wanted a hotel. That's going to help everybody when out of town guests and stuff. The fields for the kids, the different things that they're going to do. So they're bringing us something that we've wanted. So it's just hard when you don't get a chance to talk to people and really sit down, and let me just sit down and tell you what that means. Like just that point on that the owner of the land now is paying hardly anything in property taxes. So even if they go in at 20%, it's going to be a whole lot more than the $1,500 a year they're collecting.
Yeah, I think just the numbers we ran right now, the school district's collecting around $5,000 a year in property tax revenue. At the kind of that proposed school compensation agreement, that'd be over $350,000 a year. So obviously, through the term sheet and kind of what's being proposed, so significant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any problem with people just being generally against corporate welfare. I understand that, but it would be, I think it's more helpful to have a discussion if everybody understands what's actually going on, what all the moving parts are. Like I said, in this case, the port's issuing bonds, the developer will make payments in lieu of taxes, and payments to the schools that will be much bigger than if the land just sat there.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I asked you, because I know your love of TIFs.
They can be useful. That's why we bring things like this to council. They can be useful if you want something. If council feels like a development's a good development. If somebody brought in, say, a huge data center to put right in the middle of town, we wouldn't incentivize that because we just wouldn't. People do,
right?
The governments do, but we would not. This isn't really that. That's not the situation.
We also have data from 511 North Broadway, almost 120 units, less than a dozen students going to Lebanon schools are living in there. 120 units, so there's very minimal impact on the schools on these types of developments.
That's why I can get behind this a whole lot more than an apartment complex, which I'll never rent, I'll never see any benefit from, where this I can see benefit from.
Yeah, they're modeling 40 students out of this development.
Yeah. mask.
I'd be shocked if it's that many.
Right.
Yeah.
That would even be high.
Right.
Yeah.
And the agreement also covers relocation of fire department.
So there, yeah, we did include some money in there through the TIF as a public improvement where it could help support the relocation of the fire station.
Mr. Burke, please call roll. Excuse me?
Station 42, the second fire station down there.
Yeah, not the
Not the
newbie.
I
might
should
vote-
clarify that.
I might vote no on that.
That's a good question.
Please call roll.
I think we need a motion.
Oh, I thought we
You have
had
it, Mark?
You get a motion?
I think there's
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris?
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers?
Yes.
Mayor Messer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 2026-056.
Resolution number 2026-056, authorizing the city to apply for an Ohio Department of Natural Resources NatureWorks grant to improve accessibility on the Lebanon Bike Park trails.
This ordinance authorizes the city to apply for an ODNR NatureWorks grant for an amount up to $29,500 to construct new bridges and trail work to accommodate adaptive mountain bikes in the bike park.
The motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second?
Any comments?
Absolutely. This was pretty, if I would encourage anyone, I know the pictures were in our packet, I guess, in the work session, but just kind of the improvement of widening the bridges and the path improvements for handicapped people that would be a beast to go up on those, those mountain bike trails. I mean, it's cool. This is pretty exciting if we can get that.
Yeah, there's an adaptive cycling group in Cincinnati that comes up every year and uses it, and they'll actually be out there Saturday. If anybody wants to
Oh, really?
kind of watch it, I'll send out the times, but they'll be at the.
They go over those bridges?
Right now, they can only do the one side. They can't,
Oh.
that's the challenge, is that this section, the bridges aren't wide enough, but the other older section are, so they use what they can use, but they've.
They climb all those hills?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we have a ministry also that, that takes out people, and do you remember the name of it?
Luke Five
Five,
Adventures.
yeah.
Luke 5
yeah.
Adventures, exactly, okay. I was saying Matthew 5, and I was like, right. And I've seen those rigs before, and it's fantastic. So they'll get volunteers to take disabled or injured kids out and run them through the mountain bike trails. They're almost like tricycle harnesses
Yeah.
that they can push or pull. It's pretty cool.
And I would add that in the development, the sports park, the sports complex development that we were just voted on for TIF, they have a section, there's a pretty large acreage that they have set aside that's really hilly that they're going to protect, that I would love, there might be a potential to be able to connect the current Premier Health Bike Park via a back route to something like that. I mean, we could just have such a neat bike trail system, mountain bike. I mean, we're already got an outstanding trail system being developed, but that mountain bike could really be neat if we could make that work.
Please call the roll.
Mayor Messer?
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers?
Yes.
Mrs. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2026-057.
Ordinance number 2026-057, approving the 2027 city council goals and objectives. I think that's a first.
That's right. This ordinance adopts the 2027 City Council goals and objectives, which establishes policy guidance for key projects, programs, and initiatives to pursue in 2027.
Can I get a motion for first reading?
So moved.
Second?
Ordinance number 2026-058.
Ordinance number 2026-058, authorizing the city manager to execute the second phase of the contract with Burgess and Nyepel in the amount of $105,000 for the sewer system master plan and declaring an emergency.
This ordinance authorizes a contract with Burgess and Nyepel to execute the second phase of the update to our 2001 sanitary sewer master plan, addressing capacity, condition, and future needs of the city's sewer infrastructure.
Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second?
Comments? Please call the roll.
Mrs. Eggers?
Yes.
Mrs. Harper?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris?
Yes.
Mayor Messer?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2026-059.
Ordinance number 2026-059, approving a new power pole schedule agreement with AMP for 2026 through 2030 with a yearly option after 2030 and declaring an emergency.
This ordinance approves a new power pool schedule agreement between the city and AMP to provide flexibility for short-term energy needs, billing and congestion hedging, market volatility for 2026 through 2030, and an optional extension after 2030.
Motion to adopt?
So moved.
Any comments?
Mr. Walker, what is, I know there was an email recently, actually two comments, but there was an email recently on how the percentage under our comparable outlying, kind of adjacent municipalities, how far under our utility rates are because of our involvement with the AMP, and any chance we can express that in public setting, I think is important.
Yeah, on average, we have different rate tiers, but on average, we're 25% lower than Duke, AES, kind of our area peers.
So just the outstanding way that our utility, our electric utility group and this involvement with AMP helps to kind of keep Lebanon a very reasonable place to live. And also just to recognize, this will be part of my comments, but I might as well say it now, and you might be able to add to it, the AMP, the recognition that we just recently got on the rating, AMP rates, those that are involved, municipalities that are involved, and goodness gracious, we have like a 98%.
Yeah,
That's
something
super high.
new. They kind of do an assessment of kind of the financial stability of the operation, and we scored very well on that. Dane, I don't know if there's anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, we were scored 98 out of 100, and there were two sort of minor policies that we can implement that would have made it 100%. One of them is related to maintaining cash reserves, having a policy for cash reserves. I don't recall what the other one was, but yes, they believe they said that the typical score ranges between about 70 and 85% for their participants, so we were clearly well above that.
Yep.
Well, that's easy.
Thank you.
Writing policies for cash reserves.
We have a ton of cash reserves, so we don't need that policy.
Please call roll.
Mrs. Harper,
Yes.
Mr. Cope,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris.
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers.
Yes.
Mayor Messler.
Yes. City manager's report.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. The next meeting of council is a work session on Monday, June 15th. Right now, the legislative agenda looks pretty light, so I may just kind of email council and see what you guys want to do. But it looks like we may only have two kind of routine contracts, so we'll get that out.
You did my vote.
You don't want to be.
I did want to provide an update on the Glosser Road, the Cincinnati Avenue Glosser Road project. Construction is progressing well out there. You can kind of see from the photos, they're grading the roundabout. I've been actively doing that now. Working on subgrade compaction. You can see in the aerial photo kind of taking shape there. So they are planning on pouring curb next week. So that's when I think the roadway is going to start to take shape. They are right now a couple weeks ahead of schedule, so that's good. Obviously, that's going to be weather dependent if we can hold that schedule. But they've got multiple crews out there working daily to try to get that intersection opened up as soon as possible.
If you look real close on that picture, you can see me behind a bulldozer pushing him back.
Keep going.
Scott, is the rest of the Glosser Road development, is that in line to be done at the same time?
Yeah, so I would expect, because we're pushing hard obviously to get the intersection, but they're gonna be pouring curb for the Glosser Road part of it at the same time as well. So yeah, you're gonna see things fall in place, relatively aligned. I think again, if they can get to the point where they can get the roundabout finished first, just get it opened up, and then finish Glosser Road completely, that's kind of would be our preference. So, yeah.
Great. How high have they raised Glosser Road?
Quite a bit. I mean, there's been quite a bit of fill. I guess it'd be on that,
like
on the
it seems
northwest
like
corner there, yeah.
You can see a nice.
Yeah. So it's been a tough, I mean, people have asked me, well, why couldn't you maintain traffic through there? You've got a bridge and a stream. You've got some topography issues there. So it really made it challenging and really like we had to do a complete program just to get, the grade broke down and all the stormwater.
You really stayed too, now that you can see it, away from that pretty brick house there in the bottom corner. I mean, it didn't take off into the front of the yard like I thought it was gonna do.
No, we intentionally shifted it away to try to, avoid or stay as far away from the
Right.
house as we could. And obviously, the city several years ago had purchased the house on the other side and
Right.
cleared that out, so yeah.
Well, on that top land, is there still gonna be an access into getting back into those lots that we bought?
Yeah, there would be a drive that's permitted, kind of in that upper left, would be the upper left corner of the photo
Okay.
there. So when it's all said and done, yeah, that will have access.
That could be a nice spot to sell off or something.
Very good. Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Norris, got anything?
Yes, I want to thank everybody. I just left the board meeting at the museum, and the arts festival went very well. A lot of positive feedback from the vendors, the music, and it was packed. It was a good day down there. And there's another one this weekend with this weekend is the Country Western, and that's a two-dayer. I didn't know that. So, yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff going on in Lebanon, and just appreciate, seems like things have calmed down a little bit on the roads in 63, and I live right in this mess, right in it, so people seem to be getting it, that every community of any size has a rush hour, has a bad time to drive, you want to avoid it, and it's not going to flow like it always did until we get some of these roads taken care of. So, and I sent an email to all you guys. I was talking with Mr. Bronco about possibly getting some help on that west and 63, because I'm there weekly. I have a place there, and watching those big trucks trying to lumber around the corner is intense.
Yeah.
So that pole's coming down one of these days. Last week it almost happened. So.
Oh, I know, it's,
Yeah, the trucks are just huge. They make that turn and they go into those factories back there. So
yeah, we need to pull that stop bar back.
that's
like
what
12 feet or so.
That would help a lot, because
Because-
when everybody tries to start backing up, that's where your problems are going to
Yeah.
come. Because and that's what we watch it happening right there. So any help on that would be wonderful. So, but no, it's just been seems to be a good time in Lebanon. These things are happening. Thank you.
Mr. Cope?
Yeah, likewise, I had an event with about 20 people from out of town, Cleveland and Minnesota and everything. They just love Lebanon. They love coming here, the activity. A bunch of them went downtown to the fair, and just, we just have a great city. On another note, I do want to comment on the June 3rd WCPO article about the fairground and the city issuing some property maintenance violations. And I want to make sure there's a lot of internet chatter, I think, is that what you called it?
That's my word. Yeah.
Social media chatter about it. And, I learned a lot during the due diligence when we were looking at, we were hoping the city could partner with the county and purchase the property and do a lot of improvements. And I know, Ms. Bronco, I appreciate the information. We were looking at putting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars aside for property maintenance, all the deferred maintenance, trying to get caught up on it. I know county commissioners were quoted in that CPO report about that they indicated that the Ag Society should be the ones working with us. I think our legal standing is that the county is the property owners, and so I really want to try to just emphasize and communicate that the county commissioners, and I think in that article, one of the county commissioners were quoted as saying, yeah, they think they need to spend some public money. I think I would agree. They need to step up and look at least what we were planning on doing, because we did our due diligence, and I got a real eye-opener about the amount of work that's needed there. I know we've got life safety issues. They got a violation. They still haven't corrected the manure issue. So there's still some things that are going on there that really concerns me, especially public safety. So I know they're focused, and we want to help support having a great fair. But there are these issues that just have this habitual, lingering pattern of not improving the facility. And that concerns me, so hopefully the county will step up And hopefully the city can help nudge them along to step up and address what needs to be addressed, both property maintenance violations, life safety violations, and these other violations that have to do with the county manure. I mean, they need to step up. Certainly know that City of Lebanon, we wanted to partner all along to make it happen, and that's still our desire. That's a jewel of the property right in the middle of the city that we want to see improved. It's very frustrating to see just this continued pattern of not getting taken care of. So, those are my comments.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Mike.
Next.
No, I don't have anything else. Just appreciate that, because it's, people just make up whatever they want to. Even in that article, there was some information that was incorrect, and so, yeah, I appreciate you sharing the truth every time.
I think the most important thing is the safety of the kids and the animals.
Yep.
And I think maybe a lot of people don't know that what year that was the fire?
88.
How many
Yeah, no,
horses?
just
70
09.
horses?
In 2005.
70 horses? 2 people,
Two
I believe,
people.
died in that fire.
In 2005.
42 horses and 2 people.
42? Okay, yeah. And the barns look to me like they're in the worse condition than they may have been in at that time. So it's a big concern of mine. I might be a little, headed that way because I'm a fire protection engineer at one time in a past life.
You should go out there and inspect it.
Yeah, so I get it. It's very important to me, the safety of the kids and the animals.
I know there's going to be, I'm sorry, I want to jump back in on it unless you don't have comments. I mean, I know we had some additional inspections today, life safety, and I'm sure there's going to be chatter. This is the city picking on the county, is the city picking on the Ag Society? Absolutely not. Public safety is paramount, and life safety inspections today, I know it was just like a general electrical. They weren't going in and really doing a heavy electrical inspection. I've had extreme concern when we walked and looked at what the situation was in many of the barns. Some of the barns they won't even allow horses to go in. They're in such poor shape. So yeah, it's the life safety aspect of it is really concerning, and all we can do is point it out and try to support them and nudge people with the citations of the code violations. They have 30 days to do a written remediation plan. Is that what's
Yeah, we
required?
typically get folks kind of, well, on the property maintenance side, yeah, we ask for 30 days to kind of come up with a plan, and then we'll go from there. And same with, the fire inspection was conducted today. Fire department walked through each building, and obviously we'll give them a period of time to address the findings from today.
How long will it take for the findings to be?
I would expect them to issue a written report by the end of the week.
Oh, geez, that's pretty good. Yeah, but I think comments were made, and I know in discussion, it's like we can't treat that property any different than any other property in the city. We try to have code enforcement. Scott, I think you ran on it when you ran for election first time, I know, and that overall with the city, code enforcement, private property owners, we try to have a standard so that everybody, that societal pact, right? Everybody agrees to what the conditions they want to live in a city, and we can't let that property be where you just drive by and don't look at it and go, oh, yeah, oh, look at that. It needs to meet those standards too.
I don't think I can add anything to that.
Sorry. that's
Thanks,
my
sir.
rant. Yeah.
I appreciate it. It was a great weekend in the city. I think the rain held off. It was supposed to rain, and how did the Healthy Living Festival
Yeah.
turn out with participation?
Yeah, had good attendance and participation for both events, so it was a great day downtown.
Do you know how much money they raised for the Arts Festival?
The goal is always to pay for it, which they did.
Good.
And there was some money left over that will go push forward for the next one. The expenses that the historical society incur is the stage and just the things that they do for the vendors.
Yeah.
The booths, really the only money that comes in is booth rental.
Yeah.
So the bigger it gets, the better, but that just adds more of whatever they're doing. So Yeah.
It was great.
It really is just a
Kids love
big
it.
gift to the city, and for whatever reason, that festival has caught on. In fact, it's only its third year, and it's caught on, and people really seem
I
to
thought
like
there were a
it.
lot more vendors down there this year.
There was, I'm thinking 70, but there
Yeah.
was quite a few, and it's very unique, the stuff they have. It's kind of a Renaissance-y type atmosphere down there.
Yeah, very
It's
good.
different having it on that side of the,
Yeah.
of 63. It's like a remote, I consider 63 a
Yeah.
remote that separates.
Well, we feel is the festivals that, especially now that we've kind of centralized them on Mulberry, that pushes us even further from the museum. So you'll have, 40, 50,000 people in for a festival, and then they don't even walk across the moat, because in there we sit. So we've had a lot of discussion. Even the trucks that they park in front of the courthouse to block Broadway, that blocks the vision of what's going on down that part. So they really pay attention to, to how we can get people in the door.
Very good. All right, I'll entertain a motion to close the meeting. Yes, sir.
Executive
Oh, we do.
I need a motion to adjourn into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 121.22(2) to consider the purchase of property for public purposes or for the sale of property at competitive bidding if premature disclosure of information would give an unfair competitive or bargaining advantage to a person whose personal or private interest is adverse to the general public interest.
So moved.
Second?
Please call roll.
Mrs. Harper?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Norris?
Yes.
Mrs. Eggers?
Yes.
Mayor Messer?
Yes. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.